everyone, today I will introduce you the history, culture, and music of pipa. Pipa is a four-string instrument from China and is usually called the Chinese lute, and is categorized as plucked instrument. The name is made up of two Chinese syllables pi and pa, which is taken from the way it's plucked inward and outward. It's 35 inches long. 3 represents heaven, earth, and human. 5 represents the 5 elements of metal, wood, water, fire, and earth. Pipa has an over 2,000 years of history. It's believed it's introduced from West and Central Asia and appeared in China during Northern Wei Dynasty, and it became popular during the Tang Dynasty. Modern scholars often trace its origin to a Persian instrument called barbet, invented around 1st century BC and introduced to China through the Silk Road. It was first played horizontally like barbet and with a plectrum, like the player on the right. Only until 5th century during Ming Dynasty, pipa was held up straight and played by fingers with artificial nails. The pipa has been and continues to be used primarily for entertainment, either as a solo instrument or in an ensemble setting. Historically, it was used as a tool of self-refinement by scholars and in the music-making of imperial households, but it has also been used by common people and used for the accompaniment of narrative songs and regional opera. The parts of pipa. The first is the head and then there's the peg. It's used to tune. There's the nut, latch, and the frets. There are 19 to 30 frets and are made of bamboo. After that, there are the strings which are tuned in A, D, A. And there's a belly. Last but not least is the tailpiece. The pipa is played by plucking the strings, and players always use artificial fingernails. These nails make the sound louder, brighter, and clearer.
That's the tremolo.
The pipa has various, very diverse, and complicated techniques. It's very difficult to master, that's why the pipa is one of the most difficult instruments to learn. The pipa uses the universal diatonic scale and chromatic scale that ranges from A2 to F3. The music is divided into two thematic categories, the Pacific one and military Wu. Next, I'll tell you the difference between Wen and Wu. Wen pieces may express the beauty of nature or also the bitter loneliness of a beautiful lady. In performances, Wen pieces are relatively stable and restrained. Meanwhile, Wu pieces may express the cries of soldiers wounded in battle, but also optimism. Wu pieces are louder and given more rhythmic freedom. Wen Wu reflects the balance between aggressiveness and passivity in human life and nature. One of the most famous players is Liu Dehai. He was a professor at China Conservatory of Music. Since 1963, he held numerous performances in China and more than 30 other countries. Du Hai died on April 11, 2020 at age 82. The previous two videos were Du Hai performing. And then there's Wu Man. She's a pipa player and composer. She is known for playing in a broad range of musical styles. 5 of her 40 albums have been nominated for Grammy Awards. She was the youngest student at Central Conservatory of Music. She went in at the age of 13. The pipa is a really beautiful legacy which is full of history and culture. Knowing it means you are helping to preserve this legacy. Thank you for watching and see you next time.